Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Oliver Bennett, and I work as a paramedic in London. My job is to help people when they are sick, hurt, or scared. Sometimes I go to homes, sometimes to schools, sometimes to accidents on the road. Every day is different, and every day I learn something new about people and about life. Today, I want to tell you why I do this job and what I've learned about being different. I grew up in Manchester, in the north of England. It's a busy city, full of noise, football, and rain. My mom was a nurse. She worked very hard, and she always told me something I will never forget. She said, "Oliver, if you can understand other people's pain, you will never be without purpose." At that time, I didn't really understand her words, but I never forgot them. When I was 9 years old, my school sent me to a small town in Wales for 1 week. I was very excited. I thought it would be fun. New friends, new place, new adventure. But when I got there, things were not so easy. The children spoke differently. Their accent sounded strange to me. One boy asked, "Why do you talk so funny?" Everyone laughed. They were not trying to be mean. They just didn't understand me. They saw me as different, and that made me feel alone. But by the end of the week, something changed. One boy taught me how to say a few words in Welsh, and I taught him some Manchester slang. We laughed together. That week, I learned something important. When we try to understand each other, different becomes interesting. Years later, I went to university in London to study emergency medicine. It was my first time living away from home. My flatmate was Aisha, a student from Pakistan. She wore bright scarves, listened to music I didn't understand, and cooked food that smelled very spicy. At first, I didn't talk to her much. I thought, we are too different. But one day, I got a phone call. My grandmother had died. I sat in the kitchen, crying. Aisha came quietly and made me tea. She said, "In my culture, we believe every tear you cry becomes a prayer for the person you love." That touched my heart. In that moment, I didn't see Aisha from another country. I just saw a kind friend. That day, I learned something new. Kindness has no nationality. After university, I became a paramedic in London. I met people from all over the world: India, Somalia, Poland, Syria, Romania. Some were rich, some poor. Some spoke English, some didn't. But when someone is hurt or scared, it doesn't matter where they come from. Pain is the same for everyone. Fear is the same for everyone. One night, I went to help an old man who was very sick. He didn't speak any English. His wife held my hand and said only one word: "Please." I couldn't understand her language, but I could feel her fear. And that was enough to help. Then, in 2018, my life changed. I was in a car accident. My right leg was badly hurt. For a long time, I couldn't walk well. I couldn't work. People started to look at me differently. Some felt sorry for me. Some looked away. I felt broken. But one day, I remembered my mom's words again. If you can understand other people's pain, you will never be without purpose. And I realized, now I understood pain more than ever before. I learned that being different doesn't make you weak. It can make you stronger in a new way. When I got better, I started teaching first aid to people with disabilities. I met many amazing people: a blind man who became a nurse, a woman in a wheelchair who runs marathons, a teenager with autism who dreams of being a doctor. All of them showed me something beautiful. Difference is not a problem. It is a kind of power. Now, I want you to do something with me. If you can, take a small piece of paper, write one sentence. What makes me different? Maybe you wear glasses. Maybe you speak another language. Maybe you are shy. Maybe you learn slowly. Maybe you love to sing, to dance, or to draw. Whatever it is, don't hide it. Celebrate it. That is your story. That is what makes you special. I have met thousands of people, old and young, rich and poor, British and foreign, and I've learned something simple. When the heart stops, We all look the same inside. We all want love, peace, and kindness. So next time you meet someone who looks different, or talks differently, or believes in something new, try to learn from them. Ask, what makes you special? You might find something beautiful, because in the end, no one owns the word normal. We are all different, we are all special, and that is what makes us human. Thank you.